listening, pay attention. Oh, yeah.
You're looking for capitals?
Islington Green, the school Tony Blair famously chose not to send his children to. 3 years ago, it was in special measures. But a new head and dedicated teaching team are turning the school around.
And then complete activities 1 and 2 in section B. Fill in the gap, Phil.
Nick Smith teaches English to the Year 11 work-related students.
George, why are you arguing? You did it last lesson.
Nick's deputy head of the department, but teaching Romeo and Juliet to students who must do GCSE English as a condition of their vocational course stretches every sinew of his 5 years teaching experience.
Then you get the grade you deserve.
So he's asked John Bayley to sit in.
Daniel, yes, Daniel.
Someone broke one of your screens.
Yeah, we've got it back though. So.
Yeah, and you leave my girlfriend.
Shh.
11WR are the most challenging class Nick's ever taught. What's more, he's been timetabled to teach them in an IT room.
If you want to type the answers, you can, but you're not on the internet until you have.
Right, I'll wait so.
They've got to put it somewhere first. Where do they stick dead people?
In a coffin or something.
Not quite a coffin.
In a
Is
cell.
it tea? Tomb. Tomb, well done, yeah? We're going to put her in a tomb, and then when no one's looking at night, who's going to turn up?
Romeo.
Yeah, and then they're going to run away to where?
Somewhere different.
Where is he hiding before?
The Roma. No, some Brian Lawrence's cell.
No, but he ends up going to a place called Mantua.
Mantua.
Yeah. So there you go. So you could summarise that. Juliet will take a potion that will make her seem dead. The parents will put her in the tomb. Yeah?
How come they know about Romeo and Juliet? Sorry, it's a dumb question. How did you get them to engage with it, is what I mean to say.
We read through it. They don't understand the word that's going on. We then go through trying to translate it into modern English, standard English. And then we look at what the insults are, and we then get them to rewrite it, making their own insults, which is quite colourful, I'll be honest with you. But it does kind of, get them engaged with it. We then kind of watch the modern version, and they love that because it's got the guns and the shooting and what have you, but it sticks very close to the plot. Let's say I want to get a message to Mr. Deneen that there's trouble in my lesson and I want you to come and remove someone.
Yeah.
How can I do it? How can I let him know that?
Ring him, innit?
I could ring him. Yet again, we don't have the option of the phone here. What else could I do?
Shout down the corridor.
Shout down the corridor. What else? One other option. What do teachers quite often do?
Send someone else.
Brilliant. So he's going to send a messenger to Romeo.
Yeah, send the grass down then.
Well, no. Well, in this case, it's not a grass, is it? Luke, what are you up to? Logging on. I've got no music. I want it quiet though if there's music, okay? Because not everyone likes it when they're working.
At the moment, you've been stuck with this room.
Yeah.
So you're having to, on the one hand, that might give you some advantages because you've got a lot of IT and processing stuff, but it means that they can get in and out of the internet. And so this opens the way for an extremely interesting game of cat and mouse between you and the boys in the room.
Yeah, that's right. George, turn it down, please. Who's got it on? Can you turn it down, please? Yeah? George, what's going to happen when your GCSE results come out?
Can I just finish this race and then I'll do it?
Ask yourself what's more important, GCSE coursework or a race on this computer game? You're a bright boy, George. I think I know what you'll agree with me with the answer. Thank you. Right. Boyan, every time I can turn this monitor off now, I'm going to have 3 minutes onto your lunch. Yeah? That's the thing. Every time I turn that off, it's 3 minutes. Because he's finished, he's doing the work. Yeah, but Paul's finished.
Pretty obvious that in that environment that you're bargaining with them about the music. And it's obvious that quite a few of them can work and listen at the same time. Would you want to do any more to put it in your control, like have track of the day brought in by so-and-so? Or...
Well, I think that would work, actually. I think they are a very kind of musical group. And so maybe this idea of, people who work best one lesson get to pick the CD for the next lesson.
Knows about the potion, though.
No, he doesn't know about the potion. Who's Romeo want to kill with Romeo's poison? He thinks his wife's died. He thinks he's got nothing left to live for. So who's he want to kill?
Oh.
I think about the end of the play. Who's dead at the end of the play?
I can't remember his name, that man.
Who? Tybalt?
No.
He's already killed Tybalt. Mercutio?
Yeah.
Mercutio's his friend and Tybalt killed him.
I don't know.
Juliet kills herself. Who else dies? Is Romeo alive at the end of the play?
Yeah.
Romeo's alive at the end of the play.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I wasn't here.
He kills himself. Thank you, Luke.
I wasn't here, I didn't watch the end.
Right. Well, Luke's just told you the answer.
So you're standing over him. You're a bit worried about control at the back of the room.
Poison, he's going to kill himself. Yeah, and then how did his events order the character? Luke.
Luke.
Down. I'm sure it was. Just down still.
That's boy.
Listen, I'm going to block this website if it doesn't stop disrupting my lesson. Down a bit more.
And you're getting more anxious now, aren't you? There's too much to think about.
Takes place in the morning. So let's say this morning you're there going, oh, that woman, I can never love anyone else.
When I say anxious, I don't mean that you're not in complete control of the room, but that teaching and learning bubble is being attacked all the time.
No, okay, but it'll make her look like she's dead.
Where did you get that music, George? What? What website's that? World Eats, isn't it?
Oh, and again, right, I warned you guys. Yeah, turn the monitor volume down, I said.
With his patience finally exhausted, Nick blocks the master computer.
They're really here on it. There's some conception of a deal.
Yeah.
And I wonder if it's a good idea to make that deal clearer. This is our course. These are what we need to complete to do it. These are the attributes that we need to show in order to complete it.
Yeah.
Maybe have something like a timeline. Maybe have something like a job sheet that you tick off what you've done at the end of each lesson.
I like the idea of like a tick sheet. Almost like, I know
what you're going to say. Go on, say it.
Marking the days off in prison kind of thing. You know, count them off. No, all right, only 6 more things to do until this is finished. Thank you. Thank you. See you later. I'd like to, as well, to do the different learning styles thing.
It might be useful to sit down and talk with them about some of this.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, I'm hoping maybe the next lesson is actually sit down, because they'll sit and whinge, oh, I hope this is rubbish. But it's hard to do that. We're going, well, this was your idea. You said that this would be something that you would enjoy doing. Oh, OK then, and then we're done.
So we go for a bit of entrapment.
Yes.
OK.
Yeah.
I'm up for it.
Yep, definitely. Today I want to do something slightly different before we get on to writing your coursework. OK. There's a few parts of this lesson, and it's because it's come clear to me and other teachers who are teaching you. Harris, put the bag on the floor. Is that maybe there's a better way of us going about getting our stuff done. Because what one of you finds easy, another one of you will find hard. What helps Bradley learn might not be what helps Harris learn. Now, what we've got to decide today is what kind of learners you are, and from that we can then say, well, what's going to be the most effective way of teaching you?
Away from the distractions of the IT room, Nick takes up John's advice and tries to establish his students' preferred learning styles.
And everyone that doesn't, I like to watch TV, read, look at pictures, play on a computer. Do you like to listen to music in the radio, or do you play sports games and run about?
Drive stolen mopeds.
In conversation,
Despite the change of room and approach, familiar problems arise.
V, right? So Boyan's a visual, Luke's a visual, Chelsea, you're all three. Taylor, I'm going to have to ask you to leave in a minute, right? If I asked you to summarise Romeo and Juliet, the play so far, because it occurred to me that I've just been getting you to read those questions, answer the questions, fill in the gaps. Might not work. So if I was to say, give you 3 options, this is how you can summarise Romeo and Juliet to help you remember it. Are you going to draw the story? Would you prefer to put it to write a song or a rap about it? Or would you prefer to act it out? Luke, because we've got to ask yourself, there's the whole idea of progress, Luke. You said, oh, we didn't do any work last year. We've got to get this work done this year. OK? So, Luke, what's it going to be?
None of them, I ain't doing it.
You're not going to do anything? No. You're going to waste the time?
Oh, I need a rubber.
Well, is Juliet the first person we see in the play?
No, we see Romeo and Juliet.
No, where they kick off, innit?
Brilliant, so it starts with a fight, so you...
Oh, let me do this instead. I'll draw a down right.
Tony, but you said the first thing that will help you is...
Station having a fight, ain't they?
OK, well, in the play, you don't have to do it as a petrol station, yeah? It's just a public place. But if you want to do it as a petrol station...
Draw cars in there.
If you want to, Obviously, just remember when you write in your essay that you don't talk about cars, because Shakespeare didn't write about cars.
Can I have the hydraulics on the cars?
If you really want to have hydraulics on the cars, that's going to help you.
I've watched you teach quite a lot now.
Right.
Sitting in that room with that class, I was being taught too.
Right.
I think you're terrific. Your relationship with them is excellent.
Thank you.
I want to give you a visualisation. Could you be a bit more of a Jedi Knight? Could you be Alec Guinness and let the lesson plan work for you?
OK.
Here's the plan, give them time,
Yeah.
let them take it up. And it doesn't depend all the time on you chivvying them along. I know boys need pace, but you are Mr. Pace.
Right.
And I wonder if you can... Could you be Alec Guinness for the
Kind of
next
slow it
lesson?
down a bit, do you mean?
Yeah, it's just be really confident in the structure of the lesson.
OK, because I was thinking about this today, because I've got the task of trying to summarise Romeo and Juliet, either in a visual or audio or kinesthetic way. Most of them are doing the visual drawing. One kid's obviously doing his song. I was wondering, would it be too much to kind of say that is our task for today?
I think it'd be fantastic.
Yesterday, I gave you 3 options to summarise the plot of Romeo and Juliet. The first one, the visual one, was to turn it into a cartoon. Now, I've got coloured pencils for those of you who want to be doing that. So, if you're drawing them, though, boxes 1 to 8, what needs to go on them? If you're wrapping it, then they're the 8...
With a choice of drawing, rapping or acting out the plot of Romeo and Juliet, all but one choose to draw it. There's a noticeable change in the classroom atmosphere.
What else? That way, that way, that way.
Separately.
They are, don't they? Who kills themselves first?
Romeo.
Romeo.
There's the door flung open, all right?
Tell me Daniel's not coming back.
Way laughing.
You've done it bird's eye view. That's deep. Show me how quickly.
Can it be like just 2 people, or has it got to be 4? Do the eyes.
What some people are doing for the image for number 4, Romeo and Juliet getting married, they're just drawing a... No, number 5 is a wedding ring.
On the day of living in the caravan.
I bet it's better than you think it is.
You don't want to see it.
I do, honestly. I bet it's not as bad as you think. It can't be any worse than mine, right?
You ain't seen it yet.
That's all right. I like that one's OK. Just over half-term, I just want to get this finished. So that on Monday after half-term we can start with our coursework. The pencils and pens, can I just have them on this desk here so I can sort them back out? Simple. But you can remember, yeah? It's good.
That's me.
Interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah, the start of this one was a bit Celtic, but once on task, quite simple, but, you know, there's a fight, Romeo's heartbroken, they're at a party, you know, YMCA's being danced and they're sneaking in, they're in love.
And also that they just like the act of drawing too, don't they? There's that
I think they find it quite, you know, therapeutic, isn't it? It's quite calming just sitting there and getting it all down on paper.